Okay folks, thanks so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be tying up a Stoats tail variant. One with a wee bit of orange in it. Ideal for this time of year, close to the end of the season. So I add it on my thread, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch on some silver wire, or you could use oval tinsel, it's entirely up to yourself, underneath, and continue that down until you get to the hook points. Then once you're at the hook points, just do a few turns of your rib. Because this is wire, I'll probably get more turns, but it gives us a bit of a neater, more durable finish as well. And then whenever I'm happy, I just tuck that in underneath. Bring it up. Secure it in. And then I double that back underneath again. And that will form my rib. Okay, now I find this very important with a Stoats tail, is to get the body quite level with the rib, or with the tag, sorry. If there's a bit of a kick up, the way what you want with most flies, it can splay the topping, the golden pheasant topping, so I'm trying to get it quite level here. Okay. Then for this size of fly, I've got two golden pheasant toppings. Now this is a size 12, if I was doing a size 14 or maybe a size 16, I might even go down to 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend them both together. I'm going to wet them. Okay, and personal preference how long the tail, but I wanted to just not too far past the hooks, or the bend of the hooks. Give a nice proportion, and then the wing will hopefully meet that. Okay, so with those secured in, I think that'll sit well. So with those secured in, next one I want to do is secure my floss. So I already have my tinsel, or my tag, my rib. So the main body of this is just black floss with a silver rib. Very simple fly to tie really. It's usually people's first salmon fly. Oh, this is a slight variant, and I'm just going to level that body a little bit and bring up to the head. Okay, so follow your floss up. You could double this floss, or you can do it single. It's entirely up to yourself. If it's a smaller fly, you might even just use your thread. You might not even use floss. Okay, but this is giving me a nice level body. Just doing it nice wide single strand stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to secure that in with 3 turns. Cut it off. And then follow up with the rib. So the rib is wire. You could have used tinsel, but the wire is just a lot more secure. So again, you're wanting 4 or 5 turns for this. This is size 12, I think. Yeah, it's size 12. So 4 or 5 turns up the body. And then secure that down. Okay, then just twist your wire until it comes off. Perfect. So depending on your preference, some people tie in a beard hackle, some people tie in a hackle and then pull the fibres down. I'm actually going to tie in the wing first. And this is the variant that I've seen. Now, this variant is new to me. It's called the Stitcher Stoat. But the ones that I have seen, the actual hackle is in front of the wing, not underneath it or behind it. So what I'm going to use is some black fox. And I'm going to just remove the real bulky underfur. Okay, and then as well as that, I'm going to remove the longer guard hairs. They can add a wee bit more resistance to the water, they're a bit stiffer. And this will give me a 5-5-5 mobile wing. Okay. So it might look heavy enough, but with fox, after a few casts it thins out anyway, so I'm tempted to take a few more fibres off, but I'll leave it as is. Okay, and I want that they want that wing to meet the topping, the tail topping, so I'm happy about that length there. Pinch and loop, so I'm holding the wing and pinch and loop, secure it down a couple of turns. Okay, have a wee look, make sure you're happy. And then, not essential, it would be if I was using the likes of the squirrel, but I'm going to put on a wee bit of super glue here. Just gives a wee bit of a neater finish too. I can cut it earlier. Okay, and if you wanted, you could put a wee bit of flesh in the wing as well, but because this is going to be for back end salmon in low water by the looks of the forecast, probably best to keep the flesh out at this stage. Then just going to add in my hackle. So I've got it's hot orange. So if you've seen this those things before, that's how I tie in my hackles. I expose the tip and break it off. And then I'm not actually going to use wax because I know that super glue is still a bit tacky. I'm going to tie in at the V and bring those fibres back. So that stalk's been doubled back and tied down twice. Then I'm going to just blend in those fibres pointing downwards. Okay. I'm going to do a couple of turns. So this is size 12, so maybe 2 or 3 turns should do me. That's 1. That's 2. Yeah, I think I'll go for a 3. Okay, let's screw that in. And then cut off your excess. All your fibres going forward, just bring those back. Just pinch them backwards. And then you could build up that head. Okay, once you're finished, then just do your whip finish. So again, usual thing, 3 or 4 turns does me. And that's it, that's your stoat. It's a new find to me, but I can see it working very well as the typical stoat colours and good low water fly with that hot orange hackle, which work well for this time of year. So folks, hopefully you found that useful. As always, give us a wee bit of feedback, hit the like button below, join if you're not already a subscriber. Until next time, all the best. Thank you.